It's been 5 days since protests erupted over ballot shortages during South Korea's local elections, and a crowd gathered at a vote counting facility in Seoul continues to demand a new election. On Monday, angry citizens gathered at Olympic Park in Seoul to protest what they describe as a flawed election process and to call for a re-election. The protests continued past midnight. The controversy began on June 3rd, Election Day, when ballot shortages were reported at more than a dozen polling stations across Seoul, including in the Jamsil area. At some locations, voting was temporarily suspended, preventing some eligible voters from casting their ballots. Other polling stations had to extend voting hours until 10 p.m., well beyond the 6 p.m. closing time. The National Election Commission later revealed that a total of 91 polling stations across the country experienced ballot shortages on Election Day. President Lee Jae-myung has expressed deep regret over the incident, calling for a thorough review of what went wrong and how the situation was handled. Police have launched a full-scale investigation into the case on Monday. The Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency's Major Crimes Investigation Division said that it had secured online chat records among election workers and had interviewed public officials involved in election administration, as well as citizens who were unable to vote due to the ballot shortages. Investigators have also identified the printing company responsible for supplying the ballots. Police are examining whether the National Election Commission followed its ballot distribution guidelines and are reviewing the entire decision-making process surrounding ballot allocation. Meanwhile, Do Tae-ak, chairman of the National Election Commission, resigned, taking responsibility for the ballot shortage crisis. Do announced his resignation on June 5th, just 2 days after the incident occurred.